All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Welcome to the Inner Circle Live Pre-New York session. I'm your host for this morning's session, Benny Allen, along with my awesome partner, Mr. Ryan Carthage. And we're definitely happy and grateful for each and every one of you being here with us this morning as we take a look at the technicals and the fundamentals to see what we can take advantage of in this Forex market. So without further ado, let's make sure that we turn off any and all distractions, grab a pen and paper, take lots of notes, and as always, let's make sure that we participate and engage. If you can hear me loud and clear, do me a huge favor, drop me a one in the chat. Let me know my sound is working. I definitely appreciate it. All right. So, hey, we start out each and every day taking massive action, making sure that we are accepting all possible losses before entering a trade, preparing us for any outcome. We always want to remind ourselves to center ourselves in body, mind, and spirit, ensuring a balanced approach to trading and that we trust in our education, strategy, trading skills, and intuition. We always want to imagine our trade successfully materializing and that we are obeying our trading strategy, avoiding decisions based on greed or fear. And we want to make sure that we are never looking back or stopping once our trade has commenced. So hope everybody has had an awesome, awesome week as we look to close out on a Friday. So let's move on over, take a look at trading economics, see what's going on with the dollar. We can see here that the dollar index rose to around 104 on Friday, marking its third consecutive session of gains as escalating global trade tensions pressured the euro and other major currencies. On Thursday, President Donald Trump threatened to impose 200% tariffs on all alcoholic products from the European Union, retaliating against the bloc's 50% tariff on American whiskey and other U.S. goods. He also reaffirmed his stance on implementing reciprocal tariffs on global trade partners set to take effect on April 2nd. Meanwhile, recent data showed that U.S. inflation figures for February came in below expectations, with both consumer and producer price growth slowing. The latest weekly jobs claims also stood at 220K, slightly below estimates, but in line with recent trends. Looking ahead, investors are turning their attention to next week's Federal Reserve policy decision, where the central bank is widely expected to hold rates steady, providing updated economic projections, right? So tariffs continue to rule the day, a lot of back and forth on that. Um, we also see here that the British economy unexpectedly contracted. The British economy contracted 0.1% month over month in January, following a 0.4% growth in December, and missing market expectations of a 0.1% gain. The largest downward contribution came from the production sector, particularly manufacturing, while the services sector expanded, right? So a little bit of unexpected contraction there. The pound, for the most part, is still remaining strong. We see here, right? So gold hits 3,000. So we hit our projected target of 3,000. We know on the daily chart for gold, a little over 3,000, I think 3,055 or something like that is the extension. So it's definitely looking like we're headed there, but we hit that nice round number of 3,000, right? So um, it's a fresh record high driven by risk aversion and rising expectations of Federal Reserve rate cuts in the latest escalation. So we talked about that already with the tariffs. Meanwhile, recent PPI and CPI data signal easing price pressures in February, giving the Fed more room to cut rates and boosting the appeal of non-yielding gold, further supporting the metal, our strong ETF demand, and sustained central bank buying, with China extending its purchases for a fourth consecutive month. For the week, bullion is set to gain a nearly 3%, right? So if you've been holding gold long, we have officially hit that $3,000 price target, right? So we were spot on with that projection, right? Been riding that gold for a while. So whether you're trading gold versus the dollar or you're in an ETF like GLD, um, gold is looking pretty good, and we should continue to see a continuation, being that the VIX index is at 24.14. So we are above uh the 20 mark for the VIX, and we are nearing what they call the correction territory when you look at stocks in the S&P and things like that. So um we will take a look at those indices today. All right. Joy, thanks for posting that data in the community. So today, uh Friday, kind of light day, but we saw the GDP number come out um for the UK, but then here at 10 a.m. We've got preliminary University of Michigan sentiment and inflation expectations. Uh, that's going to be some important data today. So we may uh, see some movement, here at 10 a.m. That's always an important report, right? One of the key fundamental factors that we pay attention to, right, is sentiment, right? Sentiment, especially with everything that's going on here in the United States, tariffs, different policy decisions being made, federal workers being fired, then rehired. So it's a lot of uncertainty. So we'll key in on that report today. Any questions regarding any of the fundamentals? No? All right. So let's move on over to the charts, taking a look at the DXY. Of course, right? Monthly candle down. Take a look at the weekly, right? Down for the most part, but we did, right? We're seeing a little bit of a comeback. Um, Slight, it's modest, right? But we did put in an official swing low on the DXY there. We'll see if it holds. Um, you look at this 1 hour chart, right? We're in that 80-20 territory. We see where it climbed a bit, and now you can see how it's corrected. So still a lot of back and forth, right? We'll see what happens with it. All right, lot going on right now. Any questions on the dollar? No. All right.
No
So
questions.
appreciate it. What's going on, Tyrone?
Yeah, all is well, man. How about yourself?
Oh man, doing great. Glad it's Friday. Been a super
Uh,
busy week work-wise, so time to wrap
100%.
things up.
Yeah, I had to watch the replays on YouTube at the moment because of my new job. I'm working
Oh,
certain times, so I'm just literally hanging in when I can, and pretty much it.
that's good, man. So you say new job, huh?
Yeah, it's better than my previous one. I get to work from home, but it's just the times and the meetings and everything. But all is well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, congrats on the new job, man. Sure.
Appreciate
Uh,
it.
yep. So let's jump into the charts, right? So take a look at this switch in. This has been a bit of a forever trade, right? Moving slowly, right? So just wanted to touch it, right? Still didn't hit that D extension. It's just ranging, right? So didn't want to lose sight of that. Wanted to go back and take a quick look at it. Not doing a whole lot, right? But we're still hovering in that 80-20 zone. So we'll see if we can pick up some momentum. Wanted to review it because you can see some of these other currencies that we'll take a look at are making a decent move to the upside on the yen. So we'll continue to follow that and see how that plays out. But if you've got a position in on that, you've been sitting in it for a while, it is what it is, right? It hasn't taken out our stop yet. So we look for it eventually to continue to move higher. At least that's what we wanted to do, right? If you're playing that 80-20 counter trend move there. So that's that. Want to go, right? Take a look at commodities, right? So congratulations, everybody. Uh, if you've been riding gold to the upside, we are right that 3,000 target. Okay. The D extension on this is at 30.55. right? 30.55. So we'll just continue to let that trade run, right? Maybe we see some pullbacks and some continuations. But man, ever since that swing low form there at 28.34, we've been moving up. We were looking for it to take out that high, and that's exactly what it did. And it did it in a hurry too, right? Nice bullish candle. So you could tell the market was chasing that $3,000 mark, right? That's why they have it highlighted. Gold hits 3,000 level, right? The market likes those nice round numbers. And we got there. So that's gold. That continues to run. Got a little bounce, right? We're down around these levels again, right? That's 65.21 level. Right. So we've got a little bounce on oil. Still not doing a whole lot, but from the daily perspective, we've got the swing low there, and we're in the buy zone, right? So Joy's posted a bunch of fundamental links in the community, so make sure you check those out. But these, this major low area. I know I've got this huge fib running over overall for the daily, you know, with this extension here, but just looking at it in the short term, do we get a bounce at this level since this seems to be quite a critical area, at least in the past it has been. But longer term bearish, but short term moves right to the upside. We'll see what happens with oil. Lots going on with that. Our silver play, right? We got an A6 retracement. We hit that 118 extension, which was projected. I don't know why that's still it shouldn't be highlighted based off that retracement, but I don't know. But the target came into that target. That target has been hit, right? So you can see here we got the break and the retest. It's been really nice, strong bullish candle right through that target at 33.86. So congrats if you can ride silver, right? If we look at the quant, and you look at just to reset itself. Hold on 1 second. Quant box here, and we look at the uh, heat map. You can see you've got metals, right, sitting right up here at the top: silver, gold, platinum, copper, right? So you continue to see an increased interest uh, in those precious metals. So that's where we are there. So look for that to continue to make its move and run to the upside, right? Of course, we'll see corrections, but still bullish on gold and silver. Nat gas continues to, pretty much range. We saw the pullback, I think close to that higher time frame target. And maybe we make that drive down. We were looking at that yesterday. Either to come back to the low, or maybe a push lower. But it's been a little bit of back and forth recently, as we can see in the price action here on this 4-hour chart. But it definitely um, has been a good run. Definitely has been a good run for it. Yeah, I just saw that. Um, left one position open for sure, for sure. So that's we'll see what happens on the nat gas there. Okay, you said you have four, huh? That's good. So you just let one float. So I was glad you was able to do well on that one. Great work, Joy. Great work. No problem. Ryan, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, bro. I'm doing well, man. How about yourself?
Oh man, doing pretty good. It's Friday, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
my day. So that's my day, man. So what's going on around your neck of the woods, man? Anything fundamentally that you're watching?
I don't have any updates right now, bro. I'm getting caught up. I had a busy day yesterday.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm getting caught up this morning.
for sure, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. I had a busy day. I had a busy day myself, but it's pretty much the same narrative that the tariffs are continuing to dominate.
Yeah.
to, to dominate. So, he seems like he put his foot on the gas pedal a little bit more. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I seen one article where I guess one of our foreign diplomats said China is pretty much laughing at the whole thing. That was his report back. So that's all you got to say. I'm from the field out there. I'm just China's laughing at the whole thing, like.
It's comical.
So we'll
Jeez.
see. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. So 200% tariff on alcohol or whatever. I don't drink anyway, so uh, sweat it. It's all good.
I do, and I need to go back to Mexico.
Yeah, yeah. Like, man, all the folks that like they wine and cheese,
Right.
man, cut back on it a little bit. So,
I'm
but
glad
it's
we
all
stopped at
good.
the duty free on our way back.
Yeah. Oh man, this guy. You messing with people's money and you messing with the liquor. He really put himself in a bad
It
position.
was a pickle, man. It was a pickle.
That is not good for his approval rate. Not that he cares. So I don't know why I don't know why they keep highlighting that. Like his approval rating is plummeting. I'm like, well, technically he can't run for president again, so I don't think he gives a damn either way. So like,
But
there's
wasn't he trying to even get that changed?
yeah,
Saying basically it says 2 terms in a row.
yeah,
So
2 consecutive
technically,
terms.
yeah.
So technically he didn't serve 2 consecutive terms. He challenges everything, you know. Uh, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, but he definitely did talk about that, you know. But he he's slowing down a bit, man. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be possible,
Yeah.
I I can't you can't say nothing's impossible with him because we he's back in the White House now, so I don't put
Yeah.
anything past this guy. So
Right.
yeah, but we'll see how it goes. But I don't think he cares about his approval rating at all. So
Mm-mm.
uh looking at this Euro Aussie, everybody, right? So just going back over what we were tracking yesterday, new AV boundary on the daily, we know is strong. Right, got a little bit of double bottom action there, and we're getting a nice move in this latest 4 hour candle. It's breaking that trend line actually. All right. So had a trend line drawn on it yesterday, but then it moved sideways and it actually pushed just a little bit lower, right? So adjusted that trend line through the lowest point. It's testing that 50 moving average. That might, man, hey, the close of that 4 hour candle, right? If not now, like that's looking like it's getting looking decent to me, right? As look to continue to ride the momentum of these euros. So that's looking pretty good this morning. So if you don't have that one on your radar, after we covered it yesterday, keep a close eye on it as we are above the cloud and we've got some nice action coming off that 50 moving average breaking trend line right now. So that's the Euro Aussie. Any questions on that? All right, so we've got what do we have? We got 387 pips. Got an extension if we can get there. All right, so that's the Euro Aussie. Moving back, going back to that Euro CAD. So while the stock market isn't giving us a whole lot, unless you're a bear, right? You're short the market. We have been able to key in on a few currencies that's making some gains, right? That's getting that has some volatility and some momentum, right? We want to see the market move. So here's this Euro CAD, right? We came off this bullish candle that broke trend line, then we pulled back, and now we're looking long there on that Euro CAD. So looking pretty promising, right? This 1 hour, like we're about to get a cloud breakout there on the 1 hour on that Euro CAD. So again, those are pretty good setups, right? And so we come in, we put our extension in there. All right. 400, 410, something like that on that Euro CAD. See if we can make that run. See if we can make that run. Euro Swissy starting to push long again, right? So almost got a 50% pullback on that. But we're getting some good moves. Where are we seeing that? GDP, getting good price action. Getting good price action here on these euros. The Euro GBP bullish, right? So this is where I was watching this one on this 1 hour move, breaking the cloud, getting good price action off of that. Good price action. Excellent movement this morning. This is what we like, everybody. Any questions on this Euro GBP? Right? Think we could get to 84.54 on that? No? Okay. So I know because I've seen these there it is. There it is. Look at that, right? So we talk about this one, 1 hour chart. It's moving. It's moving off that 61.8. So you in that one? All right. All right. Drop some sevens. Drop some sevens in the chat. Anybody else playing these Euros? It's moving. Some good work here, some good price action there.
I'm sorry. I don't have my readers on. I'm in GBP.
Oh, you're in a Euro GBP?
Yeah.
Well, here's something. So break those sevens out. So here we are, Euro NZD, right? Why are we seeing this movement? Does anybody know? What am I? I mean, I expected long, but we're getting that's a good move on these 4 hour candles. We'll take it. We'll take it. So that's moving long. This is what we're looking like on that 1 hour, right? Nearing the cloud break. All right. 170. Euro NZD, Euro USD. What's going on? 1 hour. So 4 hour might be headed to an 80-20 zone. We get past this high. And here's our 1 hour there, starting to break. Mhm. 110. Nice moves, right? Set your charts up. Let the trade fall in your lap. All the 4 hours was moving last night. Yeah, getting zero is getting momentum, right? You're seeing it across all of the euro crosses, so you know it's the euro. It's the strength is behind that euro. It's not necessarily is this one weak or or not or strong. It's you know it's the euro all the way. We've looked at it: euro Aussie, euro CAD, euro Swissy, euro GBP, euro yen, euro dollar. They're all moving long, right? So that's a euro thing. That's a euro thing. Hold on 1 second. I was trying to see if I could find something, but interested in why that's moving. Okay. So those are the euros. When I take a look at this pound Aussie, right? So we came into this level on the 4 hour. Now we've just got some bouncing back and forth, right? As we have this new AB boundary, and we're retesting that B boundary right now. So previous extension hit, and now, right? So this one played out, right? We got that trend line break. Well, now we got a deep correction here. So the question is, right? If you're playing this 1 hour and you're going long, can we get one more drive, right? Can we get one more drive to the upside? We got an 8-6 retracement. So if you're playing a 1 hour, we could stay bullish with this pound, even though this morning, right? Um, they contracted a bit. But if you look at the data and what was projected, so GDP, see here. So it was certain sectors where you saw the miss, but you see the forecast was 0.1%. It came in at negative 0.1%. And we see the correction. So I wonder if if that correction is over, we're going to continue to see a push to the upside on this. But if we do, right, that target, right around that 206.48 level, we can continue our run to the upside, right? Starting to get those deep corrections in range a bit. Because we've got some indecision at this level, right? Maybe we hold, maybe we continue to make another push, right? But you can see how it's starting to get a bit rangy across that level there. Trying to figure out what it wants to do. Do we want to retrace, make that deeper correction now or later once we get up to that 80-20 zone? It's trying to figure itself out. So that could be a tricky one, but the previous fit worked out. I wonder if this will hold within this AB boundary. Don't know. No. So moving on to the pound Swissy, but I mean, so maybe if we get back above, we're right at that 200 on that. All right, but you can see how we're kind of flat. So I wonder if we get above that cloud, above that 50, we're gonna make another run. So that's that on the pound Aussie. Pound Swissy, right? Let me go back, take a look at this pound CAD. Right, so kind of just moving higher, but we're kind of stagnating a bit, right? So we hit this 80-20 level. So the question becomes, do we make a correction, right? Pretty strong bullish candle that pushed us to that level, and then look at the rejection there and how it stalled. So it could, Right, it could. I've been liking the long positions. Pound CAD, pound Aussie as of late, but we do have a technical 80-20. We are moving a bit sideways, but it's already come down off the high, almost 100 pips. And so still have 133 pips to that TP1. So that's where we are on the pound CAD, pound Swissy. Look at our 4 hour. We know we got the D extension hit. Right, that completed. New AV boundary, got a 382 pullback. 1 hour perspective, 1 hour chart. Look at the break above the cloud. Look at that swing. And so now we're just ranging, looking for price to continue upwards. We need that breakout. All right. Let's break out. But overall, it's bullish, right? 8.6 pullback, 1.18 extension is the target. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Any questions on the pound Swissy? No?
No, sir.
Okay. There's still pips to be caught, still money to be made, right? Regardless of what's going on. You just have to hunt it down and find the opportunities. Right, I was watching well, not watching, but listening to uh Bloomberg, the European session this morning. And they're saying that Chinese stocks are getting a boost. And we know they're pumping that stimulus, right? We talked about that coming out of last year when they started projecting that they were going to do this. So I wonder if we're going to start to get some movement out of some of the ETFs and things like that related to that area, that part of the world.
Yeah, man. It definitely is. And I know now they look at the MCHI, but since that stimulus talk has come into play, that MCHI has been consistently moving to the upside.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I expect to see that continued movement, just as we've been talking about for the past few months.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I've been because I know um last year because I just wasn't putting the two and two together. And we talked about that where, they had pump stimulus in and then we didn't look for any opportunities in that part of the world, right? In regards to individual stocks or ETFs related, to China and what they were doing. And it was actually a period where things, domestically are kind of stagnated, but those stocks and those ETFs related to, that area of the world were running to the upside pretty good. So it was a missed opportunity. So definitely paying attention to it this year.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah, that's how we talk about, eliminating those filters, not getting too bogged down in what's going on domestically with all the tariffs and all the political moves to the point where you miss other opportunities around the world, to make money. So lessons learned, right?
Facts, man. Facts, dude. That's the beauty of the game.
Right. That is. Money's money. Right.
Regardless if
That's,
it comes from
uh,
China,
yeah,
India, and money.
yeah. I don't have isolationism in my trade strategy at all. So
No, sir.
yeah. So we are global here in the Forex trade room, so for sure. Uh moving on, taking a look at this pound again. All right. So we got a decent swing, moving to the upside. Is it the smoothest run? Nope. but it's headed in that direction, right? Because we know, what we've got going on regarding the anticipation of uh the Bank of Japan eventually raising rates third quarter, Q3. They're expected here the hawkish hold, right? When is that meeting, Ryan? Do you remember the next one for Japan?
For Japan, oh, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't either. I
Next
think they
week or
got
the
one.
last week of the month, I think.
Yeah, because I
Last week of the
know
month,
they're
maybe.
here it is, right? Oh, that's the meeting. Let's see. Flash. I know they're expecting a hold, but they're expecting a hawkish hold, right?
Yep. What's the next week?
Yeah. The next week.
Mm-hmm. Like the last day of the month. No? Maybe not like on this month?
They do. I think I'm just overlooking it. I know they do. I know they have something coming up.
I thought they did too.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
right
it
there.
is. The
Yeah, next
18th.
week.
Yeah. So they're expecting a hold, but they're expected to be hawkish. So that's key right here is the BOJ press conference, which they can never ever give us a time. It's just tentative. It's, it's just tentative, which is Bank of Japan. So who knows? Um, yeah, so that's where we are there. All right. That's the pound yen. Pound NZD. Nice run, right? Still running long. We still have this upside target. I'm interested with this pound with the pound once New York opens. If we'll see some downward pressure on the pound as a result of this right here, right? The British economy unexpectedly contracts. Um, so I'm interested to see when like I said, when market opens, what happens with this pound. Maybe it just moves sideways for a bit, but it's been moving bullish, so we'll see it. We'll see if that continues. Moving on down to the NZD Swissy. Right, this play here is now closing in on TP2 on this 80-20, right? So it's been steadily uh, moving to the upside. And so we'll see if we can come in at that target. Just wanted to go back and review that one, right? As that one's been running for a while. This NZD-JPY, right? Moving bullish, right? 1 hour, closing in on the target. Okay. Closing in on the target, right? So you can see what happened here. All right. Moving on up. Okay. So we'll see it hit that what's that 85.33 is where we're trying to get. We just ran into daily resistance at 85.26. So that actually is a good place to maybe get out, close out some profit, right? When you've got those higher time frame levels right near an extension, but should eventually get there. But you can see we've got a slight pullback on this NZD JPY. Want to tap into this dollar Swissy, just looking at where we are from a daily perspective. Dollar kind of a little bit rallied a little bit. But I wanted to take a look at this one because I'm interested to see if it's going to hold with this AB boundary. Because we've broken back above that weekly level, keeps trying to, right? You can see here on the daily. Last 2 days keeps trying to get back above this weekly level. What's my price on that? At 88.26. So interested to see if we could close out Friday above that level and if it's going to continue to move to the upside. Not quite sure yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. Also this dollar again. I mean, as we're seeing these other currencies making a bit of a run against the yen right now, let's keep an eye on this dollar yen where we're at that 50% zone. We formed the swing lows, the castles in the buy zone. I don't know necessarily where the dollar strength is going to come from, but that 146.53 level, we've got a swing low there, and we've got a little bit of dollar momentum. You said you're in at 148.054, 148.054. Okay, so you've been watching it. You've been watching it, so you're just in there. Yeah, I want if it's gonna make that run. Like I said, I don't know where the dollar strength is gonna come from, but it's a possibility, right? Maybe this is one that you take a small position on and you sit there for a while to see what's gonna happen with them. Yeah, good job, Joy. Great work. Okay, way to take a shot at it. Way to take a shot at it. I know you got your risk figured out. You're trading small. Let's see what happens. See if it can sustain some momentum, or if it's going to push lower. I think it's worth a shot. We'll see. We'll see. So that's the dollar again. I'm also paying attention to this NVIDIA, everybody. It right. Look how we got back above that 113 on NVIDIA. Okay, we got an A6 retracement. We all know the company's not going anywhere. Can it sustain its momentum now that we at the close of today, we'll have another low here. Again, we're back above 113, right? Daily level. Can we make another move to the upside? I like NVIDIA long term. So, long term buy and hold. So, just in regards to share accumulation, that's a nice low price. That's a nice low price. And, so we know the company's not going anywhere. Does the company have the potential to reach a stop price of 146.51 at some point in the future? Yes. Yes. All right. So sometimes it can be as simple as that. Yes, it does. So it's kind of like the NBA, right? We're gonna draft this stock on potential. So that's where we are. All right. Any questions? PLTR, yes. I will go to TradingView and take a look at that. That's where I have that at. That's another one. This is another one where it's like they're not going anywhere, right? And when you look at the defense contracts and things like that they have, like it's not going anywhere. So this is what I got on the daily. It's just moving sideways right now. I mean, you know, uh, $79, right? If you got an extra $79 out there, for your long-term portfolio, I don't think that's bad. Could it push lower? Of course. but I'm not looking to trade it. I'm looking to buy and hold it. I mean, it's under $100, you know. So something to think about. I mean, Palantir's not going out of business, so I like it. But that's what I've got. That's what I've got there. It's not doing a whole lot right now. You can see it's moving sideways. So anytime you see, look, it's moving, that's a clear move down, and now we're just moving sideways with these candles. All right, let's see that. That's where we are with that one. Okay. Had gap action there. Came down and closed that gap. Now we're just, as oftentimes what occurs when we get to those key retracement levels, sideways consolidation. Yeah. So hopefully this is a bit of accumulation before we make another run higher. That's what I'm hoping. So that's where we are there on NVIDIA. Looking at stocks, right? NVIDIA has lost over what, half its value? I mean, Tesla lost over half its value. It's a 1 hour chart. Stay above 238. Right? Just beyond the 80-20 zone. Wonder what's gonna happen. All right. But these are, I mean, the stocks that, man, have made people a lot of money. These are getting into some good low price territory. Right? Look at this move. My goodness. That's it there. All right, so that's where we are on Tesla. Uh, look at Apple. Come on now, everybody. Apple 210. What's the actual price? Because I know this is probably 209.68. So close. All right, look at that. All right. Let me see. I don't have, do I have my commodities listed yet? I don't, but man, what's list of the copper miners ETF? Uh, it's on a daily pushing bullish. What what symbol are you that's the ETF. What symbol are you using for copper, Jordan?
It's still copper is still on Smart Trader.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at my NT5 and the chart you put in the daily was reversed.
What's the symbol on Smart Chart?
I think it's just copper.
It is.
It's COP on MT5, so I was like,
Yeah, it moved, man. Should have been added this one a long time ago. Keep talking about it. Mark it up. Here. As I run on this daily. Double bottom there. Nice U-turn. Two. We'll put daily extension in. That. And we will go to our lower time frames. We're looking like on the 4. And let's make one run down to the 1. So that's almost to an extension. But man, that was a good play. You trading that, Joy? Are you trading it? You trading copper?
Well, no, I was just interested to see where it was at since the Chinese, but I'm really gonna have to invest keeping my readers on me, Benny. I'm so sorry because as soon as you said something, this COP ain't copper on MT5. It's
What
a
is it?
it
Something
is
else?
Conco Phillips. It's a
Oh,
oh,
oh yeah. ConocoPhillips. I know what that is.
but the move on
Yeah.
the 1 hour is like nice. And I'm like, look at copper, look at copper.
Well, look where we ended up. So this is good as one that we should have been had marked up a long time ago, right? As we see it all the time when we talk about silver, it's all right, So it's a tradable asset. We know that, so we should be on top of it. But that's about to close in on an extension, and then we got our daily.
Platinum, quite a good one as well.
Platinum.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the anybody know what the symbol is on Smart Trader? Is it just platinum?
I think so.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
did I find one? So maybe that's all. Let me write that down. Maybe it's probably in there something. Maybe it's under. Well, I'm not gonna say it ETFs because I don't know what they're doing with this. But I know I can find that on TradingView. So maybe it's one that I mark up on TradingView later. But I've got that written down. But it's beautiful when you use the framework, right? The same approach, no matter what the asset, you can really catch excellent moves, right? So this is one that's just missed on this 1 hour, but we still got some time to travel to that D extension. So, it'll hit this one. We'll get a reset and we'll look to try to get involved with it. But that's a beautiful move, right? Using the Fibonacci sequence in this manner is truly something special, man. Because you see it play out over and over and over again across all asset classes. That's a beautiful pullback and a continuation higher of copper. So we had to start taking advantage of that, right? So we've taken advantage of gold to 3,000, silver, look at that, 33.86, which I still don't understand why this hasn't deactivated yet, but and now, you're looking at something like copper, right? So those are opportunities. So those are three opportunities that can make your year, right? With gold, silver, and copper. So with this framework, you don't have to be afraid to trade any. Just calculate your risk and have at it. Trade those sweet spots, right? Over time, they do pay off. So that is it. That is all I have on this Friday morning. You all have been awesome. Ryan, anything before we close out, sir?
No, sir. Great session, bro. Appreciate you as always, man.
All right. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Always remember, don't just count your pips, but indeed count your blessings. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you.
Joy, find one. Steel and aluminum. Your homework tonight? Yes. Let's keep adding them. I appreciate it. Let us know what you find, Joy.